I am Shanice Fernandes. I've had the Cochlear implant for 14 years now. I just passed out from 12th grade from DPS and I scored 94.6% and I was a topper of my school. Currently I'm doing BBA. I have a lot of hobbies. One of them is listening to music, dancing. I love reading novels. Recently, maybe 2 years or something, I have got into the habit of cooking and baking.
Shanice was diagnosed with a hearing loss after meningitis, and for the initial, I would say a couple of 6 months, we tried out hearing aids. We initially did ask our doctor and he wasn't very keen on it. He said, you know, I would rather you keep the money for her future than dabble with a cochlear implant. But we had read a lot about it. Financial constraints were there because at that point of time we couldn't afford to buy or to go in for the cochlear implant, and we were advised to go see Dr. Kirtani. When we went to see Dr. Kirtani, again he asked us to come back after a year, and I think by then we had taken a decision because Shanice was going nowhere with her hearing aids. So it was a do or die. It was either you take this chance or you just get stuck. I mean, I can remember sitting back and thinking that, you know, will I always be around, because I couldn't even imagine her crossing the road without my help because she just couldn't hear anything. And finally, we did the cochlear implant. According to me, that was the best thing we ever did for Shanice.
You have a lot of freedom over here. Like in Qatar, there was something like you couldn't go out alone. You always had to have transport to go to a mall or to go anywhere to your friend's place. Yes, I miss home. Like I miss my mom's food especially because the hostel food isn't that great. But you get used to it, and I actually feel great managing on my own, like without my parents around. I feel I can do everything. In spite of having a cochlear implant, I feel like a normal child. After that, I myself forget I have a cochlear implant because I get used to catch what everybody's speaking, join in the discussion, have a nice conversation, a nice laugh. So yeah, it's been really nice to be able to hear. Switch has been really great. It was much clearer. I love listening to music, so for the first time I listened to music with the new processor. CP810, it was really nice. I felt so happy that I could actually listen to music properly. It was very clear. You could literally hear the beats in the background, something I couldn't have heard before with my old processor. I think now, more than the wordings or the lyrics of the song, I enjoy the background music because it's more of beatboxing, which is something I really like listening to. Earlier, I couldn't hear what people would like. When people call me from the back, I couldn't hear them at all. Even I had to tap my shoulder, say, you know, we are talking to you. When I was with the new one, I can hear people calling me from the back. So with the new one, I can hear a lot of these, like the birds coming and pecking in the window or chirping from a far off area. It's opened a wide range and it's been really loud and very clear.
It's a big investment. It's sometimes your whole lifetime savings. Okay, people are apprehensive about it, and I understand it because we had the same issues. There will be lots of advice coming in. There could be a lot of negative advices coming in. Not that people don't want you to do it, because people think whether it will work or no.
Being one of the first few parents who had gone in for a cochlear implant, I had lots of parents come up to me with their kids and say, you know, you all have gone in, how has it helped your child? And we didn't have anything negative to say about it, because where I was concerned or where he was concerned, she ran with it. I mean, what she would not have done or what I didn't expect her to do, here she was doing that and much more. My advice to any parent is that if you feel they are not getting any aid out of a hearing aid, then I think you should try this. Not only try this, you can't just say try it and sit back and relax. No, there's a lot of therapy, there's a lot of work involved. We have no regrets, absolutely no regrets.
It worked for Shanice, it worked for a lot more children.
Cochlear implant means everything to me. It's one of the reasons why I am like who I am today, like being able to speak and talk the way I do. I'm very thankful actually to it, because Because of it, I am able to hear everything so clearly, and it means everything to me.